Kevin Federline, father of Britney Spears' two teenage sons, portrayed the star in a rather dim light in an extensive interview. The dancer explains that his children are embarrassed by the effects of the stripped-down sessions that their mother puts online. Will there be a war? Britney Spears' life got interesting again. When it seemed that the singer would find a little peace after marrying her 28-year-old boyfriend Sam Asghari, Kevin Federline, the ex-husband of the star and father of her two sons, 16-year-old Sean Preston and 15-year-old Jaden, came to the fore. The man invited the cameras of the ITV station to his house, where teenage boys now live. The statements given to the journalist Daphne Barak were pre-premiered on the Daily Mail website. Federline's words do not portray Spears in the best light. Sean Preston and Jaden currently live with their father and his wife Victoria, as well as their two daughters, Jordan and Peyton. According to Kevin, his sons made the decision themselves that they did not want to see their mother now. Interestingly, they were not at the boisterous wedding held in June this year. They were not even convinced that Britney had bought a $12 million mansion near Federline's Los Angeles home. They haven't seen her in several months. They made the decision not to appear at the wedding, reveals the father of teenage boys. Federline went a few steps further in an attempt to discredit his ex-wife. The man stated in front of the cameras that the 13-year tutelage of Britney by her father Jamie Spears had actually saved her life. We remind you that Britney can make independent decisions about her life only from November last year. However, Kevin still worries about how the guardianship and its consequences might have affected his sons. It was hard to look at all the time. My boys took it a lot. It was hard. The most challenging experience of my entire life. Further, Federline assured that despite all these unpleasant situations, he himself was still trying to save the sons' relationship with their mother. She ensures that the boys still love her. He does not hide the fact that the nude photos that the singer regularly uploads to the internet are difficult for boys who have to deal with harassment at the school they attend. I try to explain to them that maybe this is the way she expresses herself. But it does not change anything. It is still very difficult for them. I can't imagine what it would feel like to be a teenager in this situation and having to go to school. If there is anything I could do to open up Britney's eyes. Unfortunately, I don't know what it might be. Otherwise, I'd just be calling her. Just in case Britney didn't feel badly betrayed enough yet, Federline began to rave about her ex-father-in-law. In his opinion, everything Jamie Spears did was just to help Britney. Interestingly, the star itself seems to have a completely different opinion on this subject. I saw that he cared a lot, especially in the family. He wanted everything to be okay with them. When Jamie took the reins, everything went right. He actually saved her life, says the singer's ex-husband. It is worth noting here that in November 2019, Kevin applied for a ban on Jamie Spears from approaching his sons, after his grandfather was about to get into a fight with one of his grandchildren. 3 years after this event, Federline seems to have a completely different opinion about him. I wish Jamie Spears would be part of my sons' lives again, especially if they want it. I have no grudge against him. People make mistakes. I feel sorry for him. I feel that the public has wrongly accused him. As might be expected, Britney Spears did not like such arguments very much. The singer commented on Instagram, not hiding how much she was hurt by the words of her ex-husband. I am sorry that my ex-husband has chosen to speak out publicly about my relationship with my sons. As we all know, raising teenage boys is not easy for anyone. I am concerned that in his arguments, Federline edition, he relies on my Instagram profile. All of this happened long before Instagram. I gave them everything. All I can say is that it hurt me a lot. My mother said, "You should give them to their father." I am writing this now because I can't we read on Insta Story stars. The guardianship ended only 8 months ago. Now I can finally manage my money myself, which completely enlightened me. Are we equal now? I would like to remind you that the trauma and insults that go hand in hand with life in the candlestick not only affect me, but also my children. I am only human, and I did everything I could. I wish Federline would see the music video for the song Big Booty, Jennifer Lopez and Iggy Azalea. Other artists did much worse when their kids were very young. Spears recalls that posting stripped photos online is the most delicate form in which she can recover from the harm that has been done to her over the years. The singer states with resignation that she is not surprised that other members of her family are trying to whitewash at her expense. During my tutelage, I was controlled and monitored for almost 15 years. I even needed a permit to take Tylenol, acetaminophen. I should be even more reactive now, not just showing up topless on the beach. I'm not surprised that just like my family started to sit down for an interview, Federline and his wife, did it too. I am not surprised by their behavior and approach to what I had to go through. Are you surprised by this turn of events?